Okay guys, so today we're going to talk about gymming tips for beginners. So tip number 1 is be dedicated. This is going to be the number 1 tip even if you're an intermediate or advanced gymmer. This is purely because, in India I've seen that a lot of people, after 6 months or after a year, they kind of just lose all their motivation. In the beginning, everyone's always really, all for fitness. They just want to get the ass to the gym, but after 6 months to a year, I don't know, it's probably because they don't see enough progress or what, I don't know why. Like even after 6 months or after a year, you need to keep getting your ass to the gym. Even if you have an absolutely rubbish diet, even if you have an absolutely rubbish workout schedule, if you're dedicated, at the end of the day, you'll get results. Be dedicated. Tip number 2. Have good guidance in the beginning. For novices, for absolute gymming beginners who have no knowledge about fitness. Very often I've seen that you guys kind of read bodybuilding.com and you read all these internet articles and all and try to get yourself educated. Rather than that, spend money on a good personal trainer. That's one of the biggest pieces of advice I can give you. After 3 years of gymming, I've seen so many people who just, they have no direction. You either need a very good personal trainer or you need some kind of a mentor, like a close friend who's been in the gym for a while, who knows what he's doing. Only take advice from someone who's been in the gym for at least a couple of years or so and knows what they're talking about. Don't listen to multiple people. Listen to one solid person. The next tip is you need to give importance to your protein intake. So this is another thing I've seen in India where many beginners in the gym think that just by lifting weights and all, that's enough to build muscle. It's not like that. You need to follow up all your weight training with a good enough diet. Good enough diet has protein as its core. Now this is another very wrong thing that we have grown up with as Indians. Our Indian diet centers around the carbohydrate in our food. It's always a roti or rice or puri or something, and then there's a dal and sabzi. And if you see all over the world, the center of their diet is the protein, and around that they have their mashed potatoes or their salad or a piece of bread. But the main thing in the meals is the protein. This is what Indians should strive to follow, especially if you're gymming, especially if you want to build some size, especially if you want to make gains in the gym. Go eat some protein. So the next point is very important. You want to concentrate on compound movements right from the beginning. So what are compound movements? Compound movements are basically exercises which make use of more than one joint. The 3 main compound movements are your squat, bench press and deadlift. So say for squats, when you use your quads, you're also using the rest of your body as a stabilizer. A stabilizer stabilizes your body while you're doing that movement. In doing so, not only are you increasing the strength of your quads, you're also increasing the strength of every other muscle in your body. You want to work on that right from the beginning. If you do that and you make it like the pillar of your workout routine, it'll go a long way in giving you massive gains. Always concentrate on making your compound movements stronger right from the beginning. This is probably the most important point, and it's very India specific. So our parents grew up in the 60s, 70s or 80s where there wasn't such a widespread gymming culture. Weight training wasn't that famous. People didn't know enough about it. The only thing they knew about weight training was pumping iron. That's what our parents' generation probably associates weight training with. Now they don't understand the health benefits that you can get from weight training. Another issue associated with this is that it's very hard to convince your parents, to buy you protein supplements or eat more eggs than they do. The quick solution to this is that you need to kind of educate them about it. The stuff you learn in the gym and on the internet, you need to go and show it to your parents, make them sit down, understand. And even if they don't, in my experience, in seeing everyone I've gymmed with in 3 years, eventually if you show enough dedication, they'll kind of give in. So do either of the two. It should be our common goal to spread knowledge about health and fitness. Thanks for watching the video. It'd be awesome if you could share it on Facebook, like it on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. So I'm signing off. Until next time guys.